I had a story in my heart, but I didn't know where to start. Every sentence felt wrong, every draft fell apart. Sat staring at the page like it owed me something, but the words stayed quiet and the fear kept thumping.
All right, so hello for everyone who are with us and everyone who's going to be listening to or looking at the video through the YouTube channel. So this is our fifth class together on our fifth book written as a group. And this time we're going to dive in a nonfiction project centered on food. In the note that I'm going to share with you and also on the Luma webpage, there is a link on the Amazon page. That book is an ebook and it's a topic book for all food related, cooking related, that can be interesting to look at. This book was written last year, so that was last year, very hip topics on around the food area. Today, I will show you from this book how to find what is the hip at the moment and what sell very well inside Amazon in the same genre, in the same topic, which is the food. So on the first day is going to be about everything about how to search, build your research, build your topic, target, what people want, what they don't want inside the book, and all the way to the outline. And tomorrow we're going to be actually writing the book itself. So here again, my name is Manon Doucette and my co-host is Jeff Malvado. And I want to say thank you to everyone who's showing up. It's a small group, so the housekeeping is very easy. Jump in. We want to say something, write something, just jump in and say, that would be nice if. So let's be a family on the cooking side here. So let's share this page with you. Desktop number 1, that should be this one. All right. As normal, we have to move all our little bars out of the way. So bear with me because I have two screens. And as soon as we start the video, everything goes back to the main screen. All right, so am I sharing here? Okay, so you see today's class and all, and then tomorrow's version here where we're going to write the book itself. So let's close this one. We don't need it anymore. And this is our Sudowrite page. So everyone on this call know how to work inside Sudowrite itself. So it's not a class for starters where I'm going to show you all the buttons. We're really here to learn how to write a book, and a nonfiction book. So we're not writing something which is as fiction in it. It's all real. So all the recipes and things that will be done in this book, someone has to test it too. So it's not like you just says, oh, they look good and publish the book and then that's it. Because as a recipes book, normally you need picture of the food you're cooking. And just as a note, if you ever check on Amazon and you check some of those books, and you go inside and you look at the picture, I'm sure that most of you are able to look and says that this is AI generated. It's not real. And if you try the recipes, it's not so good. So I did try a couple of those books. I had a few people which were using AI to build those books, but they were not trying the recipes and using proper picture, and that didn't go any farther than that. They published it and got negative feedback. Says, one, it's all AI done. And by the way, did you test those food? And the answer, yeah, no, they didn't. So when we work a book like this, we got to test that food, the recipes. So one thing, don't write a book with 200 recipes, because man, that's a lot of recipes to test. So you can have a small book with like 5 to 10 maximum recipes per section. That's kind of feasible, still pretty big, but feasible. So just as a little note as we go here. All right, so this is the notes, and that's are the notes also. So let's get by sharing this one. I will put it in the chat. So this is our main document with all the five books together. So I don't do a new vault book for every books. I put them more like this, one after the other, so you can go back in the past and check all the other book that we work on. So today, this is the book written by Mary Anderson, the vault book of topic, the repertoire of nonfiction idea for food enthusiasts. Why I use this book is because that Mary just took every single little point and took one of the topic that she put in a book, and the book has hundred and hundred of topic, and they are by topic and subtopic. And at the time in 2025, 2024, 2025, they were the top topic searched by people inside Amazon. So, and this is basically the start of that book here that you have access to. So this is the first basically chapter in that book, where last year the big one was that pot. The Instant Pot was very hip to have these book written, and they were selling like hot cupcake. So this year we have a different answer when we ask about, if I give you this book with all those topics, which topic will be more hip in 2026, 2027? And I did all those research for you guys, so this is already done. I'm going to go here in the next tab, which is our full notes. In the full notes, you have a small abbreviation of everything that you will find in the main document. So we click on the main document over here. There we go. So in the main document, we have 156 pages, and we're not going to read all that. But I did create these research across 3 platforms. First, I went through the Claude. The second I went through is Gemini. And then I went through ChatGPT. And if before someone is asking me, why did you not go through Sudowrite? Because Sudowrite is, everything is a bit shorter and the answer is not as complete as I want. And I want to have the answer between the 3 of them, because we all know that Gemini is very, very strong. For not saying is one of the perfect one to make research, because it's connected to everything in Google. And I was talking with Sudowrite this morning, and that's what they said. It says, yeah, if you go nonfiction, it's definitely Gemini. Inside Sudowrite and outside Sudowrite, Gemini. And it's true, it worked beautifully to do, because it's based on the fact we have on the website, on the Google site and everything else. So this is that. So I'm going to share this one here also. And this one is basically the same thing. 17,000 words. Which one did I share? I'm not sure which one I share, but I share it anyway. So there's a lot of information here as 17,000 words. I think it's the first one I did the research on, cooking offer delicious. That's the one for the Instant Pot. So this one is exactly the same one that I have here in book 5. This is the one which is about the little pot. Okay, so that's the one that I just share with you. So the cooking information on that little cook pot. Now for us, here's what I done. First question, when we do that, and if you have that book that I talk about from Amazon, the book 5, you have all those one after the other. So the topic, once we go and find our topic that we want to write about, so it says, these are the questions to ask the AI. One thing about that, so this one is the first question. So I need a concept for my class today. So I copy basically what I asked, because it says I'm teaching today, because some of my AI says, well, I know you're teaching today about cooking book, but your big thing is children books. So he kind of know what I'm writing about every single day. And I says, listen, I know I'm writing for children, but today it's not what I'm doing. I'm writing a nonfiction book for cooking. So can you please help me out? And that's the only way that I was able to get the AI to jump out of the middle grade stories and get me what I'm looking for. So I need this for today's classes and not the one as shows as example in the book. The one example in the book is this one on the pot, the little pot version. And it says, I want you to look for 26, 27. What is it that will be better as topic as a bestseller for this genre that we are working in? So basically, I just copied this and I went in first Gemini. So I took exactly the same question across all three of them. And because I have the book, I enter the book vault topic in here. So the whole doc is all the topics inside that book. And it says, please analyze and do that. So he went down and analyzed. And I got a bit surprised because it says most of the time when I ask which one is the best, it's giving me exactly the same thing in the book. And that's probably one thing that says, please, not that one, because I already have the research. So am I supposed to show something I already have? So Gemini basically told me that right now, based on strategy for 26, 27, the market trend, the best-selling concept for this class today would be the high protein gut health focused global cookbook. While your book used general Instant Pot for beginner in 2026, the market is shifting towards function and plus identity. Below is the breakdown of why this concept is project to dominate the Amazon in the coming year. So the winning concept of that is the hooks as combined number one trend in 2026 powerhouse protein with the surging demand of digesting wellness, gut health hub, all delivered through approachable global storytelling. So that part is like, but we'll see what he goes with that because I don't want a storytelling. I want a cookbook. So he's telling me also the target, the pragmatic planner 25 to 45, who are high protein seekers for muscle health but struggle with bloating or digesting issue. Well, I can vouch to that. A lot of people are in this problem. So I can see why this is very, that could be a very good one. So I said, okay. And it goes on. It's giving me that why this target is a good one. So this is Gemini. And in Gemini, I put it right here too, which you can also find in the full notes. You go here in the top one, the big document. And the big document is the one who has 156 page. So they are one after the other, but I don't think they show which one is Gemini and which one is chat. So that might be something I would have to add after and make sure that you have the right one. But at least you have it and you have the tree version of across the board. Am I going too fast or we're doing good? What's happened to Jeff? When he lost his internet. Okay. So that's you and that's us two right now. Okay, let's keep on going, Mike. Okay. So here, there's also one thing that happened with ChatGPT, and I will show you that. When I ask the same question in ChatGPT, so I ask that question here, says, all right, I thought that 2026, the market is saturated. So you can see here that Instant Pot cookbook is a solid one, but the truth is the market is saturated. You're completely with 100 of nearly identical title. So it says this is so saturated that even if you put a book there, it's going to get lost. So it's giving me a different bestseller concept for 2026 in ChatGPT, the 15 minutes dump and go Instant Pot. So, okay, so he's using the Instant Pot, but 15 minutes dump with a subtitle, real meal for exhausted people. Yeah, we are. No prep, no stress, no guesswork. it's kind of an interesting concept there. So why this cell? People don't want recipes anymore. They want relief, speed, and certainty. And your research literally says stress reduction, fear of messing up, no time, overwhelmed. Okay. So don't sell cooking, sell I don't have to think tonight. Okay, that's kind of interesting how he put the information here. And he's giving me quite a bit of information here. It's giving me this one, then it's giving me converting book concept idea based on your vote. So there's 3 winners: the dump and go people who hate cooking, the 5 p.m. panic cookbook, and 1 pot 0 brain power. So that's very short. Not really, there's a title and a very short things for topic. So this is not a lot. I need a bit more to bring inside Sudowrite and get something. So that's for the next question. Can you give me the winning topping only with a brief description? And then it says, all right, so the winning topic, the 15-minute dump and go instant pot. Not a problem, Jeff, no problem at all. And the brief description of this one is a no-prep, ultra-simple cookbook designed for exhausted, time-starved people who want real meal fast. Every recipe is used dump, close, cook. Method with minimal ingredient, clear instruction, and 0 guesswork. Helping reader with get dinner on the table without stress, overwhelm, or kitchen confidence. Okay. All right, so this is chat. And then, which one did I say that we are Gemini, chat, and now we have Claude. Claude is very special. Claude give very long information. So Claude here says the bestseller concept and high protein air fryer cooking for GLP-1 user. This sits at the intersection of the 2 of the hottest trending category on Amazon simultaneously, and it followed the book exact same structure framework as the Instant Pot example, making it a perfect teaching demonstration. Why this winning in 2026? The air fryer is the Instant Pot successor. The air fryer cookbook market has exploded in the recent years with dozens of new titles published annually. So it's giving an example of titles. And Amazon currently bestseller in kitchen appliance cooking are dominated by the air fryer title. Okay, but the real gold is the double niche. There is a growing audience of people for GLP-1 therapy who constantly worry about losing muscle mass with losing fat, and who needs meals designed for reduce appetite for 30 to 40 grams of protein per meal to protect muscle, keep energy stable, and support their metabolism. Again, it's giving me a little example on the side there of the book in question. This audience is enormous, undeserved, underserved, and desperate for simple solution. So Amazon new release in low carb diet are currently food with GLP meals plan cookbook. Okay. And the 2026 cookbook release calendar explicitly lists titles like Taste of Home Protein Pack Meal, fuel your day with 250 plus protein rich recipe for busy family, fitness goals, and GLP support. Another book here, I think. Publisher are already racing into this space. Your student can get there first with a self-publishing advantage. So I really like the way that Claude is doing his research. He's giving me the target and why it is to trouble, blah, blah, blah. But this is gold in my opinion. So what do you think? Which one in the 3 that I just talked about between Gemini, Chat, and Claude you like better? Hello, Michelle. Claude, yeah, same thing for me. So this, we could yes. I'm going to give you the notes right here. This one here, share, copy. There we go. All right. So if we decide this is the one, there's many ways to go about it, but we'll try to go in a simple way here. I'm going to go and create a brand new document. And I'm going to come in and says, okay, we're using Claude, set it all. I'm going to copy Claude. I'm going to bring the topic in here. So based on the document framework and bestseller concept, we don't need all that. Bestseller, protein, winning, cooking. We don't need this part. Unless there's something interesting in here. All done here, beautiful. One-on-one template, same customer research process, structure, pay point. The single differentiator is that every recipe solve a specific fear. I am getting enough. Okay. I'm going to keep this part here because I like the information which is there. So we have, first we have our topic. And it's very important to put it, if you bring everything in one shot inside Sudowrite. Next step, we go for question number 2. We need to do a deep research. The deep research, and I'm going to share this in the chat. The deep research that I'm going to use across all 3 is act as a professional market research analyst and bestseller author strategist. I want you to generate a complete in-depth customer research report for the following topic. The topic we have that we choose, we insert it here inside. And the structure of the report exactly as follows. The introduction, brief overview of the topic, what problem this solves, why this topic is relevant now, the market trend, the demand, the timing. The Amazon market research, buyer motivation, 10 bullet point. What customer love based on reviews and expectation. What customer hate, pain point, complaint, frustration. The gap in the market, what competitors are missing, and the trend, what rising, declining, underserved. The target audience, who are they? The lifestyle, experience, and level, mindset, demography, psychographic, daily struggle, what success look like for them, common pain, list at least 10 real life struggle, include emotional practice, frustration, common question, 10 to 20 real question buyer are asking, beginner, intermediate level. The objection to buy, what stopped them from purchasing that book? The fear, the skepticism, past bad experience, what they tired before failed solution, book, course, app, habit, why those solution didn't work, content strategy, what to include, topic that must be included in a book, feature that increase the value, and what make this product feel complete. Content to avoid, what frustrate reader and user, overuse or low value content, mistake competitor makes. The unique selling point, what would make this stand out, innovating feature or angles, why this over others, and 11, actionable recommendation, how to position this as a bestseller, the price strategy, the format suggestion, book, course, workbook, etc., marketing hooks, and the important, be specific, not generic. Use real world language buyer use. Think like a customer and strategist. Focus on practical, actionable insight. So this is a big prompt to ask a deep research on the topic we asked for. So I took these questions and I went inside GPT. This is the answer I got from ChatGPT. Go over here. I'm going to share that. These are long. I'm not going to read all of them. And I'm going to show you also the winner. So let's see first. ChatGPT, you put the deep research. Get this in the middle of the screen. So the deep research, 15 minutes dump and go instant pot. So all the research, I kept them in the same chat. So if ChatGPT told me the winner was this one, the research was done on that dump and go instant pot. When I did go with Claude, when I put a question in, he went and get the winner of this one. And this is the very funny thing about Claude is giving you a doc. And I have that doc somewhere. There we go. So is the Hypothetical Air Fryer Cookbook. For beginner, 100 simple, foolproof recipes to protect your muscle, control craving, and make every bite count. It's very attractive, I can tell you that, as a research. And really, really well done. 15-page of really well structured research. So for me, Claude basically sold me right there, just as I look at all the information he's giving me, and the fact that it did go outside the box and look at two of them, so the air fryer and the high protein together as a dual topic winner. So I really like the result of Claude on that one. Any question or anything you'd like to add? Good. All right, so Claude did that. Now let's go check Gemini. The deep research with Gemini. So Gemini gave me this one. So customer research report on hypothetical gut health global kitchen. Fiber protein maxing, problem solved. Market, why now? GPL1, the global flavor maturation. The Amazon muscle, bloated, flavor, boredom, to this part here. So authentic storytelling cookbook that feature the farmer and story behind the spices. Might be interesting. Might be like not for every single one of them, but maybe for each main topic you can have a little story if you want. We'll see what that do. What customer ate, the target audience, so 25-55, millennial and Generation X. They are urban, suburban, North America, UK, and Asian Pacific. Mindset on food as health practitioner who prioritize scientifically backed benefits. It's giving you all the information. So we have quite a bit of information here too. And then the last one, I believe I already told you about cloud. So Gemini was the last one of the three. So when you look at all three, which one do you think is the winner for this book? When you go into the research and check everything up. Chat, Gemini, or Claude? I like Claude too, very much. So Claude, basically, we need to copy everything. I think I did the Claude somewhere. So this is our, so here we put our deep research. This is our main node that we're going to bring in inside Sudowrite. I'm going to go get my Claude. I have it in here, so I will take this one here. So Claude, select all, copy. I'm going to put it in here. So two of my questions have been answered to get this book written. The next question we need is our target. Who's our reader? We need to target the one we want. So Gemini says that is targeting the audience profile, who they are, the functional foodie. They are busy professional or parents who view food as fuel but refuse to eat bland meal. They are tech savvy and likely use app for macro tracking or grocery delivery. That sounds like what we do here. Very, very much. Claude, the answer of Claude says primary reader is an adult, most often woman, who are recently started or is actively using the GLP-1 medication like Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, or Zepbound. Wow, that's precise. She is not a dieter in the traditional sense. She has likely tried and failed at conventional diet multiple times, and the medication feels like a fresh start. She is motivated, hopeful, and terrified of doing it wrong. She owns an air fryer. She is not skilled cook. She wants structure, not creativity. She needs someone to tell her exactly what to do. The secondary reader is someone who not medication at all, but who resonate with the hypothetical portion consciousness, quick cook, quick cooking approach. Someone influenced by the broader cultural shift towards protein shift eating, driven by GPL one awareness. The age group 35-65 with high risk, high concentration in 45-60 range, peak GLP usage age per UK data showing 53.5% of user and 40 to 59. Gender, primarily woman, UK, blah, blah, blah. Men are meaningful secondary audience. And Canada too, location, global, Canada, UK, shop at Walmart, Costco, Kroger, Safeway, Tesco. Wow. This is really, that bring your niche down. And one thing I learned inside the, how we call this group again? Basically they teach us how to write nonfiction to put on Amazon, and that's what they say. It says try to niche down as much as possible to really target a small amount of people. That's answered this demand quite a bit in that situation right here. Let's see what GPT is telling us here with the same question of the target. Busy professional, parents, single adult, people who don't enjoy cooking. Beginner or intermediate, own Instant Pot. So this one is on the Instant Pot again. Demography 28-60, gender skew female but broad appeal, income 40 to 100K, location US, Canada, and UK. Household single, couple, and family. This is really, really broad target audience. So for the book we are writing, I will go again on the Claude answer of the target. What do you think? Agree? All right. So let's copy our target audience in our own title. So strategy. Let's get targets. Title. When we put those title there, it's helping Sudowrite when we import everything in to work out the book that we're going to write. Next question. We need a title, subtitle, and a vision for our book. Now, I would just keep going to show you all those answers, but we already know that Claude will be the one which has the right one for the book we are writing about. As here's the tree, because I asked for tree. So we have to choose which one we want. So Claude says the option one is the empowerment play. For the reader who wants to feel in control, not mitigated. Title, Every Bite Count. Subtitle, The Hypothetical Air Fryer Cookbook for GLP-1 User. 100 foolproof recipes to protect your muscles, silence the guesswork, and make every meal matter. The vision, this book exists because your medication changed your body, but your food should change your life. Every Bite Counts is not a diet book, it's a companion system for the new relationship you have with eating. Smaller portion, bigger purpose, zero waste calorie. With 100 air fryer recipes engineered for people whose appetite has quiet but whose nutritional needs haven't. This is the playbook for your doctor forgot. That's your playbook your doctor forgot to hand you when you filled your first prescription. That's kind of funny. Every recipe tells you exactly how much protein you're getting, how long it takes, and how to adapt it for the day when cooking feels impossible. Because when you can only eat a little, every bite has to earn its place. It's not bad actually for a vision, and the title is maybe not to go and jump out the window. Every bite counts is not bad, but is that part here, it's ticking me off a bit. So the second option we have, that one is science-backed authority play. The title, the muscle first. Okay. The GPL Air Fryer Cookbook, 100 protein recipes to lose fat, keep your strength, and build habit that outlast your medication. Well, I like the first title, and I prefer the second subtitle. Yeah, that too. Your vision, up to 40% of the weight loss in GPL-1 therapy is lean muscle, not fat. Most people don't find out until it's too late. Muscle First was written to close that gap. Designed specially for people on Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, or Zip, and for those who've stopped. Every recipe in this book is built around one non-negotiable principle. Your muscle comes before everything else. With 30-day air fryer meal plan, injection day recipes for your lowest energy moment, and a life after GPL chapter that not other book offer. This is the book that protect what you're working so hard to build and keep it protected long after the last injection. Okay, I'm going to share this one, but I'm going to need help. Which one is we're going to have to do a bit of kick bashing here. All right, so, and the third one is small portion, big result. The subtitle, 100 high-protein air fryer recipes for GLP-1 user. Your 30-day plan to protect your muscle, feed your family, and finally stop wondering what to eat. We have to keep bashing these. So during I'm reading this, can you guys check which title you prefer and which subtitle you prefer? And then we can also figure out the vision for the book so we can put one together. Oh, we have the recommendation from the number one, Every Bite Count. The title is memorable, searchable, and emotionally resonant across all audience, not just GPL-1 user. It works as a standalone brand, set up potential series, and the phrase itself become a philosophy that unify every page of the book. Not bad. So I should ask him what is the best subtitle. Okay. Should I read the other vision too, or we okay to figure out the title, subtitle, and the best vision for the book? can unmute and talk, guys. Title, etc. We have 3 titles.
Personally, I don't like any of the subtitles. They're all too wordy.
Yeah, they are wordy.
Every one of them needs to be trimmed down. I would say subtitle, the high protein air fryer cookbook for GLP-1 users. Stop right there. Drop the rest of the garbage at the end.
So the main title, every bite counts. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. So subtitle.
Just the high protein from there to GLP-1 users. Everything up to the M dash. Everything after the M dash goes away.
Okay. So subtitle 1 is this. Subtitle 2, we start with this. So you don't think we should have any of what's inside the book on the subtitle?
Too much words.
Too much words?
So again, too much.
So what Michelle and Mike think about the subtitle?
Okay.
Yeah, I like the shorter version as well.
But if you are to work or buy that book, is the subtitle give you what's you're going to get?
Yeah, I would buy it. I am currently on GLP-1 medication, so seeing that, yeah, that would definitely be a selling point for me.
Okay. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, I agree. I didn't know anything about GLP. I mean, I know I've heard of the medications, but the first time. So I like the shortened version for sure.
Okay. I see those commercials on TV of Ozempic and all that stuff, and I always says, what are these things for? So I think I just figured it out too. Michelle, do you have any opinion? It's so clinical. Yeah, it is. It is. We have time to change all of it too. For me as a woman, I know for a man they like the short version, but I like to know a bit more of what's inside the book. So before I go and add more to it though, I will go and get the whole book inside Sudowrite, and after the whole thing is written, get the subtitle rethinking the situation there. Because I would want a little bit more than just that here, the high protein air fryer cookbook for user GPL1 user for that here. I would want to know right away how many recipes there is in it before I buy the book. That would be, I would want to see that on top of the book. And then the vision for the book. What do we want for vision? So you're not hungry, you know you should eat. You have no idea what. Small portion, big result was written for exactly that moment. The one where you're standing in your kitchen, your appetite has gone quiet, and you need someone to simply tell you what to do. Every recipes take 25 minutes or less in your air fryer. Serve your whole family, not just you, and show you exactly how much protein there is to getting inside. Never have to guess whether you are in a week 2 of the medicine or rebuilding your habit after your last injection. This book meet you exactly where you are and make sure your body gets everything it needs. I like this vision. Injection recipes, lower energy moment, GPL chapter, another book offer. Yes, you are totally right, Mike. Something which will hit the emotional point in the subtitle. So something which will hit our target people, which basically our targets are 35, 65, high concentration, GPL, age, UK, gender, woman, and men are a bit lower. So we need something which will hit the emotionally target here. So we're going to go and ask that question. I'm going to select all over here, copy, and this is our notes. And I'm going to go in here inside this one, or yeah, we go inside this one. We're going to ask for that question. I'm going to start. Should I start? Yeah, I start a brand new one. Okay. Here is the book I am working on, and I am stuck with the subtitle. I need something to catch the emotional part of the fire. Here is my research. Stuck, subtitle, research, pass, go. See what we can do here inside. Over here, we're going to ask inside chat. He's supposed to go and work in this side here on it. I have to give him more. Or we can also go into the other one that we put information in. Let's see what Claude is giving us. Option 1, the control hook. The Hypothetical air fryer cookbook GPL1 user 100 sample recipes to protect your muscle. The fear pivot. The Hypothetical air fryer cookbook for GPL user, lose the fat, keep the muscle, and stop wondering if you're doing it right. This one is too long. The nutrition guide for GPL prescription forgot to include a no. Pure Relief, the Hypothetical air fryer cookbook GPL1 100 sample recipes 38 plan. Oh, that one. That one I like. What do you think? They're both nice. Those two here, the strong emotional hit, the Hypothetical hair fryer cookbook GPL1. User eat less, protect more, and never stand at the fridge wondering what to do again. Or this one. I think this one is the winner here.
Well, I would say on number 4, if you take it just from 100 simple recipes, 30-day plan and 0, because you already have the information about it, that in the title, or you already have that as part of the subtitle, sorry.
Yeah. All right.
And it still feels a little long to me, but I understand your point of view that needing a emotional hook. But you know,
it's just a starting point anyway.
right. Mike has a good point there about people worrying about if they're doing something wrong.
Number 2.
Yeah.
That's a good one too. So we can put both for now. So that's the beauty of working with this, is if one or the other. So subtitle 1 or subtitle 2. Oh, 2. So So we're never blocked or stuck with just one. We give choice. So here we go. So we have two different. So every byte count seems to be the winner title, but the subtitle we're still not sure. The vision will go and get that vision. Which one I say was very, very cool. Vision 1, 2, or 3. This book exists because your medication changed your body. That kind of hit the nerve here because that's true. Medication do change the body, but your food changed your life. Really like that one. The start of it is really hooking me up. 29% weight loss, GPL therapist is lean muscle. That's very computer or cold
Very
mechanical.
clinical.
Yeah, clinical. Perfect. You're not hungry and not you should eat. That one is hitting family. So between 1 and 3, which one do you
Why,
think?
why not put both of them there and just when you copy in the information for 3, take out the sentence about the other title. No, I mean, put them both to combine them both for the vision.
So what's about we simply ask to be merged? You think that our chat should be able to do that here?
Yeah.
You merge these two visions. Vision 3 and vision 1.
And tell it the book title is going to be The Every Bite Counts.
You're not hungry and you're no should eat. Every bite was written exactly the moment and the one moment where you're standing in the kitchen. Your appetite is gone quiet and you need someone to simply tell you what to do. Your medication change your body. Your food should change your life. This is not a diet book. It's a companion system for any relationship you have with eating. Smaller portion, bigger purpose, zero waste calorie. Every recipe take 25 minutes or less. The air fryer serve your whole family, not just you, and show you exactly how much protein you're getting so you never have to guess. With 100 air fryer recipes engineered with for people whose appetite has quiet but whose nutritional needs even haven't. Okay. All right, so we say we like this new vision. I'm going to copy this here. I'm going to bring that here. So vision, we only have one, that one. So far, so good?
Looks good to me.
All right. Question number 5. Now the big one, the possible outline. So now you tell your AI, whoever you're working in, that's a fantastic job. You give me my research, my title, my subtitle. I know my target group. I know what's going to be in the side of the book. Now let's build an outline. So I need the perfect outline with all the details a nonfiction cookbook requires to write a bestseller. So basically, I just took this, copied this, and I went inside Claude, and Claude, sorry, Claude gave me a doc. Every byte count. the book at glance, subtitle, author. It's giving me a lot of information here. Target, format, recipes count 100, fry. The word count 55 to 65. Chapter 3 matter decision 12. Chapter 3 back matter section. The only air fryer book organized in by level injection cycle, GPL1 physiology, not just meal type. Author promises, basically is writing about what we have in our vision. The front matter view, the advanced praise endorsement, the forward optional but high recommended. It's kind of very cool breakdown that Claude is giving me is totally blowing my mind today. So the part 1, understanding your new body. Chapter 1, your appetite has changed. You must strategy. Must your strategy. Chapter opening, the key topics. So the GPL, the food noise, why eating less and not automatically eating better. 3 nutrients in GPL user are most likely to be missing, and every bite must earn its place in philosophy. Chapter 2, the muscle you cannot afford to lose. Chapter 3, the air fryer is your greatest ally. The part number 2, the recipes, 100 meals that take every bite count. So we have crispy lemon, herb salmon, nut salmon fillet. 1 sentence description that name the benefits, not just the flavor. Your high protein dinner in 12 minutes. 15 minutes max preparation for a full meal. This is really well described. So wait a sec. So 100 meals that take this. So how we know all the other recipes? 8 ingredient maximum. 3 sentence, make yours. Chapter 4, morning that work breakfast. 14 recipes. Chapter intro, 500 words. Chapter 2 recipes. Part 2 is the core of the 100 recipes across 7 chapters. Oh, okay, I get it. Crispy turkey, Greek yogurt marinade chicken strip with cucumber dip, salmon and everything bagel, egg bite, turkey sausage patty, crispy tofu, scramble bowl. Midday fuel, 14 recipes, chapter intro, 500 words, the lunch problem for GPL, the midday appetite. So recipes, air fryer shrimp lettuce cup, crispy chickpeas and feta. And so on and so on. It says really well done. Don't know if it's going to be really well easy to write, but it's really well done. What do you think? And that's, we'll go over here, GPT, Gemini chart. And every byte counts. So I'm going to share that every byte counts. So we like this version of it. And what is the Gemini version? So Gemini, now the 3 best idea title, and fantastic. Now the protein fiber sync. So the book on protein fiber sync, front matter, part 1, the foundation functional flavor, chapter 1, the first night with sync, the science of sync, the gut health, mastering global. It's not as fully described as the cloud version we got. But one question asked me at the bottom here says, would you like me to write a troubleshooting chart for chapter 8 and the functional pantry checklist for chapter 1? And I said, yeah, go ahead. So it's giving me details on the checklist and the chart. But this one was for the hair fryer, the Potter and Guts Health cookbook. So it's not exactly the same cookbook that we decide to work with on the cloud version. But just to show you the difference between the results of the outline from one to the next. So here, the strongest commercial hook, we have this. This is the idea. The book outline, 15 minutes dump and go instant pot, title, copyright, dedication that we have on the part 1 or part 0. The introduction, hook the reader, your personal story. I don't like these in my cookbook. Not really a personal story, just mirror their pain. I don't want to do that. Destroy the myth. So this part here, I don't think most people read any of that when they do get a cookbook. Am I right on this? I'm more curious about what's the recipes inside of it and which one looks easy to do at the time when I open the book. Simple recipes, instant base, 3 button is talking about how to work with the machine. So I will have to basically go. I like the way the section is doing. So here we have a section 15-minute chicken meals, beef and pork comfort meal, hot pot pasta rice, soup and dump and eat bowls, vegetarian dump meal. So it gives me an idea for a second book if I want to write the quick dump in and forget about it and serve at a table, crock pot kind of version. It has some good stuff in that version, which is a ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is also a good one that could be used, but I would have to send it back in with our information on the book we decide to write about, which is the GP one, because this one is on a different version. What we could write 3 different books with three different of those model we have here. So for this, to make sure that we have on the same level of everything, I will go and get the blueprint of Claude, which has the book we want to write about. So what I will do is I will copy all this as a possible outline. So it's not an outline which is written in stone, it's a possible outline. And I will bring this in here and I put possible outline. All right. So we have all our question answer to build a book inside Sudowrite. So I come out of this. This is what that looked like when you open a whole research, which is the Instant Pot research, which I got inside one of those, and I import inside Sudowrite and give me tons and tons of chapter, as you can see, conclusion, samples, introduction, and things like that. So it's really, really packed. The outline itself in the Instant Pot is fairly big too, not too bad. So 17, yeah, it's really big. So we have 21 chapter plus the glossary at the end. When I brought it in, it was more bringing inside as a bit of a storytelling thing. And if I recall, I was with them on the phone on the Google chat this morning when I did that with them. So format, comment, identification, no narrative framing. This is something that we came out with when we did some demand inside the chat to get no narrative, because I says I don't like the fact that my synopsis is telling that he's going to write a story about Manon. And then he got me all those characters. So, all right. So this is the Instant Pot things that we got from the book on Amazon right now, the book number 5 with the Instant Pot. Now we're going to bring our research that we just did together, this one here. And we're going to write down high protein cookbook. So I will take this. I will change the title. We have the topic. All right. So I'm going to download. It's going to go in my download folder. Open my Microsoft. So we have all our information on the book. And we're going to use the import novel. And simply import our research here, which we already have the title of the high protein air fryer cookbook for GLP-1 or GPL-1. And let it do its work. So what do you think so far? Because in that 1 hour, I showed you exactly what I was supposed to show you on the first hour, all the way to the outline. And then the next thing is we're going to be, take the outline is giving us here, and the outline we got inside Claude, and ask to merge them or create a master outline, unless one of the two is better than the other, and we says, yeah, that one is good, the other one we don't need to merge. So there's always read everything and decide from there. And tomorrow.
So far.
So Mike and Michelle, does that give you an idea on how to write a nonfiction book like this? Perfect, thank you. Mike says, yes, looks great, absolutely, thank you. So I'm waiting for this to finish, bring all the information, because now everything is no longer all the notes we have. Everything is what we want to write about. So we took all our notes out and brought them inside one document that we import inside Sudowrite. And wish I could say a bit more, but today we did play on they are working on three different model to work with. And this morning we did work a couple of them on the nonfiction. And I said, oh, I like it. But they don't want to tell me which one it is. I don't know if it's Gemini or Claude or any of this. And then we tested too on the fiction side of things. So hopefully we'll get those new model coming out soon after all the testing. I may not be able to make it the class tomorrow. I will, yes, the recording will be on the Discord. So you know how to find them on Discord? So on Discord, you go under the course video, and you can see here one of the last class I did on the romance outline is under here. So you should be to find them there. Plus we have, where's the one where the study all is all the late video of last week are here. And also when you go under the study all, you can ask questions. So everyone are like the outline is here. Custom outline, opening desire. So today the research we are doing is right here. So after the class, if she says, oh, I forgot to ask a question, you can go in the study all. You can come over here and says, I have a question about today's class, and write it right here. And as I go, I will bring those Word document and I will drop them inside Sudowrite, and it's supposed to show up and pop up saying that, oh, here's the note for the class, and you should be able to catch them also that way. So this is new, the study all, that you can actually go and ask question for at least a week. I think they leave it there. Do you know, Jeff? All right, so our book is in. Everything we imported. That cannot be just 800 words. The import, oh, there's a report. They gave us a report. That's new, wasn't there today, this morning? Okay, here the report. Executive summary, brilliant market positioning. Your blueprint identify a massive underserved niche with lasered precision. The empathy for the target reader specific pain point is outstanding. Rock solid structure. The progression from education to recipes to long-term system create a high functional, valuable reader journey. Execution is the next step. Because this is a detailed outline and market report rather than the draft manuscript, your primary focus will now be translating this clinical research into a warm, accessible author voice you promised. High-level feedback. This is a masterclass in nonfiction book planning. You have done the heavy lifting for market research, audience profiling, and structural outlining. Your concept is incredibly strong, and your empathy for GLP-1 user lived experience, like navigating nausea day, paralysis, give the book a beating heart. Since you're currently working with a blueprint, the developmental challenge ahead is purely execution, maintaining your knowledgeable friend persona across 100 recipes and a technical chapter without slipping into dry clinical marketing speak. Diagnostic deep dive, narrative arc and pacing, the reader journey, finding the structure, front matter, foundation, recipe system is highly logical. However, in cookbook pacing means ensuring the reader isn't overwhelmed by science before they get to the food. Recommendation, keep the part 1 chapter punchy and actionable and ensure the transaction from the educational chapter to the recipes feels seamless and empowering, not like a medical lecture. The character POV consistency authorial voice finding. You've perfectly defined your voice as the knowledgeable friends, but your outline occasionally use clinical phrasing such as the metabolic penalty explain. Recommendation. As you draft, actively strip away the marketeer and fully inhabit the friend. Speak directly to the reader anxieties with compassion. Acknowledge their struggle before delivering the nutritional science. Word building, setting the kitchen environment, finding you do a fantastic job setting the scene for the reader's physical reality. Standing at the fridge, no appetite, low energy. Recommendation. When writing the recipes, lean heavily into sensory details because your reader appetite is suppressed. The food description must do the heavy lifting to make eating sounds appealing and worthwhile. Thematic cohesion, finding every bite counts and protect your muscle are highly strong, incredibly strong, sorry. Consistent theme that anchor an entire project. Recommendation, ensure every recipe's head note tied back to the theme, but very your phrasing so it doesn't become repetitive. Highly different benefits, speed, comfort, protein density, so the themes feel dynamic. Pros, finding the blueprint is clear, authoritative, and well organized. The planned recipes template 6-step, max 6-step, 8 ingredient is excellent for your low energy target audience. Recommendation. When drafting the actual recipes and instruction, keep your prose ultra concise. Use formatting bullet points, bold text for protein count to make the book highly skimmable. This part here is part of our writing style. So very important to see when you find things like this that talk about how the book should be written. This is a recipe and instructional. Keep your prose ultra concise, formatting bullet, make the book highly skimmable. So I will take this part. It's not written in concrete. You can change it at any time. But this part here, I want this to reflect when I do my chapters with the recipes. Cookbook, health, well, weight management. There's some missing part in the genre because we have to put it's a nonfiction instruction book only. So it doesn't go and do the story. So nonfiction. What did I say again? Instruction book only. Instruction book only. No, here. Over here. No dialogue. What else can I put down that it's going to be instructional and recipes oriented? If you have an idea, let me know. I will keep on going. It might be in here, by the way. So to turn a massive blueprint into a finished manuscript, here's how you can leverage Sudowrite toolset. Story Bible. Treat your Story Bible as your project brain. Pass your target audience profile into the genre and the style box to ensure that the AI understands the exact demographic. Put your blueprint into the outline and synopsis section so the AI always know the overreaching goals of the book draft. Use chapter generator draft to write out the prose for part 1, chapter 1 to 3. You can feed it your detailed chapter, summarize, and let it generate the warm educational prose you need. First draft. For generating the 100 recipes, open blank document and use first draft. Really? You can prompt it with your exact recipes template, name, tagline, micro, 6-step instruction, and ask it to generate recipes that fit your strict nutritional. That's new. That's a new way. I never did it this way. Oh, that's going to be interesting tomorrow. I'm going to try that first draft thing here. Going to have to get the proper tagline and everything else, but tomorrow is going to be fun to try to write those recipes with first draft. Cool. Brainstorm. Need to fill out the remaining 80 recipes. Use Brainstorm to generate lists of high protein, high air fryer friendly meals for specific chapter like global flavor or snack that protect. Describe. Because your reader have suppressed appetite, use the describe tool on your recipes head note to generate mouth-watering sensory details, sight, smell, taste that will encourage them to cook. No personal story under, yeah, I will add something like that. Regularly to have to make dinner. Thank you, Manon, Jeff. You're welcome, Mike. Hopefully you can show up tomorrow. If not, you'll see everything in the recording. If you have any question, please go in the Discord and add the question there. And don't forget, you got, oh, we're already like 20 minutes over. I'm so sorry, guys. I was totally gone into this because it's really, it's a passion. When I start and I'm totally taken by a book, I can go for hours. But you receive an email asking you if you did like the class, give us our stars and tell us what you like about the class and what you like to see in the future. So always appreciate those 5 stars with a little note that you love the class and things like that. So thank you so much, Mike, for being with me, and bon appétit. So the rest after that, we go to the rewrite. So you can use paragraph sounds too much like a mid-score journal, highlight it, and use the rewrite specifically to customize option to instruct the AI, make this sounds like a warm, knowledgeable friends. He's giving us a lot here in that report. The checklist: populate the story Bible, move your incredible market research audience profile and outline into the story Bible, and anchor the AI context. Brainstorm the recipes, use a brainstorm tools to generate the specific title and flavor. Wow, we're going to have a lot of work tomorrow. Draft the introduction, use first draft to write. Well, I'm going to work on some of those tonight, so tomorrow we save some time and see how it works. Wow, I'm very, very impressed by what we got here. What do you think, guys? So this is our research. Our research come in the second place, but now we have an import report, which we don't have before. It's really, really useful. I really, really like it. Oh, yes. You were not here when I said that. Says when you do a book like this, and I was mentioning about the fact that some people are writing book with AI, and they get the image generated with AI, but they don't test the recipes. That's a big no-no. You got to test the recipes, and as much as possible, try to get the picture of the food you're cooking. You may need some help, like if you want to take an image from the AI for measuring flours and things like that. But the finished product, AI, it's nice to see what the plate should look like, and when you try the recipes to make it match as close as possible of what the AI give you. So at least you know it's a possibility, and take that picture and put it in your recipes book. Even if you put two picture, it's fine, but you know what I mean? You got to test your recipes. It's like I have a book that I wrote 2 years ago in essential oil. I'm a crazy person for essential oil, and I wrote a book about it with the recipes on how to mix essential oil together. And obviously these are recipes that I use every day or in the requirement of what I need. So yes, test the recipes. So that's one thing I was saying, says try to not make a book with 300 recipes, but try to go smaller. So 100 recipes would be the maximum I would go in a book like this, because you have to test them. And some of them you may say, oh, I know that recipe because it's so close to something that you do every day or once a month for your family. Says this is what I'm normally cooking anyway, maybe a couple of things different, but you'll know that it works. So, but yes, test. I answer your question, Michelle? Yeah. So I get to invite you guys when we're going to test all those things, or we split between the people and says you test those 25, I test those 25, and we match everything together at the end. So for me, this is where I would stop. I would go and make my dinner like Mike, and I will come back after dinner and work on these. So tomorrow I'm going to be ready to show you the result and how to work this. This is the feedback developmental version. It's right here. Cool. Do we all have this, or is that the beta or alpha testing? You have that, Michelle? The feedback developmental part here, do you have that? It's beta? Okay. So it just show up because I didn't have it before. It just show up on my screen because this morning it wasn't there. So surprise, we have it. So on this, my name is Manon Doucette. I want to thank you so much for being with me today. I hope I will see you tomorrow into writing those recipes all together, and make sure we don't end up with a fiction storytelling cookbook. So I want to thank you, Jeff, for being with me today as my co-host, and everyone that show up with me. So thanks again, and I will see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
I had a story in my heart, but I didn't know where to start. Every sentence felt wrong, every draft fell apart. Sat staring at the page like it owed me something. But the words stayed quiet and the fear kept thumping. Then I heard a voice inside me say, "You're overthinking, just put something on the page. Write it messy, write it wild, write it like you were a fearless child. Don't wait for perfect, don't delay. If you got something to say, write it anyway. Oh, 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 let it out, let it out, let it, write it anyway. Oh, 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 let it out, let it out, let it, write it anyway." Some days the magic shows up like lightning. Other days every paragraph feels frightening. Oh, but every page, even the ones that are wrong, are stepping stones to the book where you finally belong. So don't stop now, don't throw it away. You can edit tomorrow, but today, write it messy, write it wild, write it like you were a fearless child. Don't wait for perfect, don't delay. If you got something to say, write it anyway. Oh, 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 write it up, write it up, write it, write it anyway. Oh, 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 write it up, write it up, write it, write it anyway. First draft, chaos. Second draft, clarity. Third draft, confidence. Final dance, magic. Magical, write it messy, write it bold. Write the story only you can hold. Dream it, draft it, shape the clay. But whatever you do, write it anyway.